Ladies and gentlemen, if you never heard a player called Yaun, I'm here to introduce him to you. He's a very special player. So for a long time, me and a lot of Warcraft 3 players thought that Yaun is some drop hacker, some abuser on BNET, because this guy was constantly rank 1 on BNET, constantly, with very little MMR, you know, and we thought that it's some kind of the bug, and that, you know, Yaun is probably not even a good Warcraft 3 player. But ladies and gentlemen, Blizzard decided to... I thought that Blizzard banned him, but no! Blizzard just removed him from ranking, but now Yaun is back. They put him back. So maybe Yaun is innocent, maybe it wasn't his fault, maybe the ranking system was broken for him, because he's from Korea and from China, judging by the ping, and we don't know who he is. Maybe he's like a pro player and he's just practicing on BNET, maybe he's a hidden player, we don't know. So I was trying to gather some information with other community members, and Mr. Hitman, yes, the best American orc, he was in my Twitch chat, you know, some time ago, and he said, Saul, I played versus Yaun, and Yaun is pretty good. He gives me moon vibes. And I said, no, Mr. Hitman, you are trolling me. But then somebody said, Saul, Yaun played versus Rollex. And who is Rollex? He's from Ukraine, and he's a good player. 2,200 MMR human, that's very decent. And ladies and gentlemen, we got the replay. I messaged Mr. Rollex on Discord and I asked for the replay. Mr. Rollex replied very quickly, thank you for that. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to judge how good Yaun really is. So he has very high MMR these days, because I don't know, Blizzard fixed this. Is Yaun the best BNET player going to deny Tuskar Warrior? I don't think so. He's playing Demon Hunter Archers versus a Nidal, and he's creeping very greedy camp. So on professional level, you rarely see this creep road. So if you will show me this replay, ladies and gentlemen, if you will show me this, I would say that maybe, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the best. This is not the best creep road, but this is Mr. Yaun, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, let's see what he can do. His opponent is creeping, is going to expand. Yaun has a wisp here, so very nice scouting. And ladies and gentlemen, how good is he? What is he going to do? In this matchup, Nidalf can counter-expand. In this matchup, Nidalf can play one base. One thing is true, in this matchup, Nidalf needs to attack, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. So, he's ready, level 2 versus level 2, Wand of Mana Stealing. Yaun wasn't able to get the item, and now the good Nidalf player needs to be on the edge. What does it mean, ladies and gentlemen? He needs to not go too deep into the opponent army, because as you can see, even Demon Hunter can lose a lot of HP quickly. But yes, the creeps are still alive, and Yaun is doing well. Archmage is low HP, low mana. Who got the last hit? It looks like Yaun got the last hit, ladies and gentlemen. He's almost level 3. This guy is good. Okay, this guy is good, but even Demon Hunter has his limits. And sooner or later, Demon Hunter needs to go back. Rollex is doing a lot, you know. He's trying to do the blocks, but Yaun got level 3. Exotic creep road. Okay, his wisp went down, and Rollex is still trying to expand, as he should. How many Moonwells we have? I see 2 Moonwells, I see more Archers, I don't see counter expansion. Looks like one base play by Yaun. He's making 2 Moonwells now. As we can see, his macro was a little bit off. But so far, so good. Now, item management. If I would wear Yaun, I would sell Wand of Mana Stealing. I would buy Boots of Speed and Staff of Teleportation. Let's see if he's going to do the same. And he's not... Okay, he bought Circuit instead of Staff. That's the reason why I'm on low MMR with Nidalf and why he has high MMR. Let's see if it's going to work. Because remember, he can get surrounded. Because if he gets surrounded, there is a lot of army around, he may actually die. Rollex is fighting versus level 3 Demon Hunter. That's very dangerous. It means that Rollex needs to pull Militia now, but he has a very limited amount of lumber. Demon Hunter, oh, there is a Wisp. This guy has good micro. He body block with the Wisp. Remember, the Demon Hunter with the Boots of Speed is very quick, very swift. And Archmage needs to buy boots as well to escape this. Rollex is trying to outmaneuver Demon Hunter. You have to TP out. You need to TP out or you are dead. He decided to TP out, but he did it only to keep his Arcane Tower alive, because with Arcane Tower ready, Demon Hunter is not as dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. Is not as dangerous. Look at this. Yaun is coming back for the Archmage. Archmage is hiding in the Murloc hut. Ladies and gentlemen, if I would ever go for vacation to Bora Bora, I would ask to rent me a Murloc hut. That's what I would like to go. Ay, there was no full base wall off. But he's just looking for the Archmage. Yaun gives me like some vibes of, like Leon. You know, Leon, not the Warcraft replay, but this like a French assassin from this old movie. Okay, let's not go there. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy was trying to find the Archmage and he wasn't able to. He wasn't able to. Archmage is healing and we have an Arcane Tower. That's very important. When mana is gone on Demon Hunter, then actually Footies can attack him. Mr. Rollex needs to switch the target to the Naga to drain all of the mana from the Naga as well. In the meantime, Archmage needs to buy Boots of Speed himself, or he'll be in a big trouble. Militia is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Is not looking that bad. Yes, Rollex is doing okay, and Yaun is constructing one base aggression. He's going tier 3 with double lore. Mana is gone. Economy of Mr. Human is not dying. He still has some workers to work with, and Mr. Rollex wants to be the one who knocks, ladies and gentlemen. Double detonation, triple detonation, quadruple detonation. Mr. Yaun. He lost a lot of HP, he lost a lot of mana, he lost a lot of wisps, and ladies and gentlemen, he decided to detonate 4 wisps in order to like remove mana from the Archmage. Maybe he a little bit overdo it. He's pulling his wisps away from his gold mine because he has that little wisps, and yes, he was able to keep his second Ancient of Lore alive, but it was so expensive, and Mr. Rollex is proving the point, ladies and gentlemen, that he's a good human. He is worth it at his 2200 MMR, and if he can like win versus Yaun, then we'd say, okay, so this Yaun is not that good, but yes, Yaun is fighting. I would say that his position is not looking that sweet. Depends on the oh, it's tier 1. Okay, I changed my mind. Human is still on tier 1. That's the biggest issue for Mr. Rollex. That's the biggest issue for Mr. Rolex. A player's forces are under attack. How is Mr. Yaun Lumber, by the way? 56. But you know, he's producing. He's producing his bears. He's producing his bears. Archmage is just on level 2. That's an issue. Okay. So there is some leftover footies. Rollex bought himself a lot of time. He's stacking now. His economy is looking better and better. But yes, he can't do much against the Nidelf now. What he can do, he can try to creep level 3 on the small camps. Or are we buying Shredder? Shredder can help you with creeping a lot. That's pretty cool. But this camp is super hard, I'm afraid. I hope Shredder is not going to die. Another scouting footman goes down, so he's a little bit feeding Mr. Yaun with this. And ladies and gentlemen, what's now? Shredder survived, but barely. But I don't know if we are going to have enough time to enjoy these Shredder services. Because yes, when Nidelf is playing one base, it means very, very big aggression. But this one base aggression with, as we call it, GNL bears. What does it mean? The bears are not morphed because there is no master ability. And the worst thing that a new player can do, and new player are the part of GNL often, is that you can actually use the bears in that form. That was a staff of teleportation. The tower will die. Look at this damage. Look at this bar. It's SaulApeMan trying to uninstall Warcraft 3 from his computer to go to in real life, but the Warcraft 3 is coming back. I can't uninstall. This is too cool to uninstall this program. Ladies and gentlemen, Yaun is fighting with GNL bears. This guy wants to use them, and he's using them quite well, ladies and gentlemen. What is happening now? I mean, he wants to use them as a fighting unit, you know. If he can just deal 3 damage, it's quite alright, but Rollex is trying to hold. He's trying to hold. All of this repair was successful. The tower survived. Tier 2 is almost ready for Rollex. That's the biggest issue. And soon the huge army of bears will be ready to attack the expo. But ladies and gentlemen, Demon Hunter has no mana. Naga has no mana. Bears are still on Adept. All of those lumber harassment was very successful. Bears can morph now. And they can use the reach, but in order to morph, you need to have mana as well. Archmage needs to be very careful. He has almost nothing. Another tower is on the way. Some leftover footies are chasing the poor archers. Of course, footies, they have no chance against mighty bears. This tower can be mass repaired. This tower is going to be uninstalled, not even cancelled. Mr. Rollex was busy somewhere else. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is an enraged Nidalf. Very enraged. There's a healing potion on the Archmage. Bears have no mana. Oh, Reju too late, Reju too late. Nice, nice snipe by Mr. Rollex. He forgot the farm, that's why he's power building so quickly. Rollex needs to start spending his resources, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, what's now? Demon Hunter got level 4. Demon Hunter mana, of course, will disappear. Rollex needs a little bit more time. Can he hold this? He's on even supply. His second hero will be out quickly. It's mount yanking, by the way, because there is no mana burn from the Demon Hunter. There is immolation. Yaun is breaking the supply. 51. He doesn't have a big bang. He needs to be careful with his rifles, because rifles, they die quickly to bears and you need to accumulate a lot of them. What helps is, of course, the fact that there is absolutely no mana on the Night Elf heroes, but Mr. Rollex is not mining as well, because Demon Hunter is trying to be very aggressive. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how this BNET Legend doing? This BNET Legend is doing okay. Definitely what I can tell you about Mr. Yaun. Okay, the Riley points are a little bit off. He's going for some upgrades. I would say, like, okay, I would say he strikes me as a very good player, but is he like that good? We'll see about that. Hopefully we'll see more games of him. But yes, definitely has a good micro. Definitely he makes a little bit of meta decisions, right? Maybe he doesn't have a lot of experience in like real meta games versus real opponents. I mean, of course, Mr. Rollex is very real, but this creep road here, interesting. And also, you know, he detonated those 4 wisps. But yes, he's pulling back, he's not giving up. He's not giving up, so at this point, if you are not breaking the human expansion, you feel bad as Night Elf. He's like, okay, I'm one base. Human will make a lot of casters, you know, the sword ladies. And then there will be a big issue, a very big issue to keep your bears alive. You can't make enough sword ladies, enough dryads to dispel all of this slow. So yes, Yaun is just hanging around. Also, Mr. Rollex, interesting decision to not go for the priest. He's going for breakers immediately. And breakers are quite fragile versus bears. Militia is coming, Demon is here. I mean, breakers works also as instant dispel versus rejuvenation, so that's a nice idea. And what's now? What's now? Bold is here. Do we have staff? He's not playing any items? Yaun! You are not playing any items? You don't have staff and orb? Was is that? Was is that? What is this? Okay, Mr. Yaun. This is okay. Usually every pro player needs to have the orb, and Mr. Yaun is like, hey Saul, I'm sorry, I'm busy winning. What are you talking about? I'm busy destroying this Archmage, bro. Do I need Orb of Venom for it? Not really. Ay. I mean, but you have Moon Juice! Yeah, when you have Moon Juice, you need to use Staff of Preservation at least. Mamma mia. I know that Orb was nerfed a little bit, but still. Okay, Archmage got sniped. MK is coming back from the altar as a level 1 hero should. Rollex is not giving up. He's mining from 2 bases. Of course, Yaun is still mining from only 1 base. But yes, slowly Yaun heroes are getting out of control. Level 4 Naga is a huge game changer. Leftover units are still dying. Ay. What is this? He made a shop. Backpack technology! He heard me! Even though this is a replay from like 3 days ago. He heard me. Bear with the... He made backpack! Okay, this guy is the best. This guy is the best. Nobody transfers items as good as Yaun. I was telling myself often this story that I think that backpack is super strong. But nobody's using backpack because it's hard to have enough APM and, you know, the game like knowledge to use it. Of course, some pro players, they use backpack from time to time. But this orb delivery... speedy orb delivery inside of this bear, this druid of the claw. We have a... Okay, and look at this stuff for the Naga. And orb of venom for the demon hunter. A very just druid of the claw. Mr. Rollex is like, okay, my expo will die, but maybe I'll have enough supply. But ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Yaun did it. I can see that he's very open-minded. What I can see that he's a very open-minded player. To make that, you know, you may say, Saul, he was winning anyway, right? He could just relax. No, Yaun is a gamer. He's not relaxing. He wants to improve the game. He noticed that he's missing very important items. And because of that, ladies and gentlemen, he delivered them. Bear delivered them, not hand delivered them, bear delivered. That's the best type of delivery. Demon Hunter needs to be stuffed back. Stuff him back to not steal experience. Ah, Mr. Yaun, you are not perfect. You should stuff him back to give all of experience to the Naga, drink from Moonwells, make artificial night. Ay, Mr. Yaun. He needs a coach. He needs a coach. Hashtag me, Kappa. Not really, ladies and gentlemen. Am I a good coach? I don't know about that. But Mr. Yaun, ladies and gentlemen, we are discovering this secret. Maybe Yaun is actually a giga strong player. Maybe Mr. Hitman was right when he told me that the Yaun is decent. Maybe it was Blizzard's fault again. Not our fault, you know, to like judge him as a hacker cracker. Ladies and gentlemen, winning versus Rollex as Nidals, super hard. And you know, Yaun is looking good. He bought another. He has double staff. Double staff of preservation. That's a trait of the good Nidelf. Double staff. Who is he? Who is Yaun? And we have replay. Maybe we can use the Orc Brain or something. Some other tool. Okay, MK got close plus 12. It's not that sweet. And Yaun is pushing. It's one base situation when Nidelf has better levels and better supply. Tier 3 versus tier 2. And double staff, double orb. Now Mr. Yaun is a little bit overbuying the items. I don't know if double orb is necessary here. Demon Hunter is... Ooh, doubles and staff of teleportation. I love Yaun. Yaun, I love you. I'm sure you are going to watch this video, Yaun, right? So I love you, Yaun. Very nice item management. Keep it up, sir. Sorry that I called you hacker cracker, okay? Maybe it was Blizzard's fault. Maybe Yaun is innocent, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see about that. This is the last fight of this game. Demon Hunter is on level 5. Minus 69 mana bear. Love is in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Demon Hunter needs to be careful, but there is stab on the Naga. Mr. Rollex is kiting back. He's still trying. He's like, Mamma Mia, I'm not going to lose to this BNET fake rank 1 player. And Yaun says to us that he's a rank 1 player for real. And the replay just ended. And ladies and gentlemen, to show you what I thought about the Yaun, I'm showing you the ranking now. So yes, this is how official BNET ladder looks like. And now we have MMR column. And as we can see, more MMR the better. And he has as much MMR, Yaun, he's number 2 now, as Mr. Sonic. And we know that Sonic is like 2500 MMR Nidelf. So ladies and gentlemen, Yaun looks legit. He's getting MMR. He's no longer bug out on the low MMR. And when we check his match history, in his match history, we see the recent players that he was able to win again, and he has a lot of wins. He won versus Aviva. Aviva was like 2100 MMR Nidelf. He won versus Rollex. He won versus WSB. He was like 2100 MMR Orc. And he lost to Moon. And ladies and gentlemen, view details. And I checked this guy and this real Moon. This is a real Moon. This is a real Moon, ladies and gentlemen. So only Moon can stop Yaun. And they both made heroes, and it does look like a nice Nidelf mirror. So ladies and gentlemen, I think Yaun is real. If you have any idea who Yaun is, let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. Bye bye.